Alright, hello.
Hello.
We are doing the second of the new David Bowie album, which is not out yet, but he's released a second single from the album.
Yeah.
It's called The Stars Are Out Tonight, whatever, I don't know what it's called. The Stars Are Out, open brackets, close brackets, no, tonight. Oh, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it's called, it's a new David Bowie song. Where Are We Now came out, I think it was last month, a little over a month ago.
Yeah.
Now, the second single from that album, whatever the album's going to be called, I don't know what the album's going to be called. I don't know.
God knows what it'll be called.
I don't know. It's been a long day. The second album's from that album's now. Second track from that album's now out as a single. What do you think of it, Sam?
Well, I think it's an improvement on the last one.
Is that all you've got to say of it? We've listened to it about 15 times now.
Oh no.
We've listened to it more times than we listened to the last one. Mainly because the last one was on the radio quite a lot, so I kind of already knew the song inside out.
Yeah.
It's an improvement, I suppose.
It's an improvement compared to the last one, well, the first one he actually released, which was a load of trite, to say the least.
I think it's a little mellow for your liking. Shall we say?
No, I don't think that's the reason.
Alright then, I like this, it's good. It's I say it's more of a traditional David Bowie song than Where Are We Now? It sounds more like his old stuff. Where Are We Now is very sort of retrospective, very sort of melancholic, and very sort of
Very
about
droll.
It's about where he is now. Obviously, it's the title. So it's very sort of like looking back at sort of how he grew up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't about necessarily. I don't know how to explain it. But this is much more a David Bowie song because it's not a eulogy to his own work, shall we say? I can't think of a better word for it.
Well, obviously, you'd have more knowledge about David Bowie than me because you've listened to him a lot more than I have.
That's my own labyrinth. So
I'm not going to say it's great, but it's far better than the last one, I will say. But it still leaves you pretty brain dead after listening to it. I'm sorry, but it does. It leaves you really brain dead.
yeah, I suppose so. I mean, whatever you think of David Bowie, he's a good musician, in my opinion. I think whether you like him or not, he has, not necessarily now, but certainly in the past, he has had a major impact on music.
Yeah.
In the way sort of how it was perceived at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can argue it's not too relative or whatever, and you can say if you want, I don't really like him, but
Oh,
you can say you don't really like him, but you can't deny what he's done for music.
No,
If that makes any sense. Like, I know a lot of people don't like the Beatles, but if you don't like the Beatles, you can't deny.
Well,
Beatles aren't my favourite band. I'm not going to start here and being sort of like sucking the Beatles' dick or anything. They're not. They're not my favourite band, but their influence is certainly something you can't deny.
Can't deny, yeah.
And the same goes with David Bowie. He's sort of such this big name in music, not just sort of British music, but music worldwide. So even if you don't like it, a lot of this is kind of retread what we said in the previous one.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because it's from the same album. It's the same kind of style. It's certainly, you can tell in his voice he's older now.
Yeah.
It's not like David Bowie of Yonder. The song is more upbeat. It's more like, yeah, not like yeah.
Bit of an exaggeration there.
No, but it's. I don't know whether I like it more of his one or not. I think whether I like it more is subjective. I think they're from the same album. I have very sort of same views on them. I think my likeness or fondness of them will be depending on the mood I'm in. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you? Got any thoughts?
Well, I'm not going to say it's not really bad, you know. As far as his last song, it was absolutely dreadful. But this one, at least, you know, I can't really say anything too bad about it. But it's not exactly the best either.
I suppose. It's fair enough. So yeah, we've only been going for like 5 minutes. Want to talk about the Bloodhound Gang?
Oh.
Best band ever.
Oh, well, you would think that, wouldn't you?
I've recently introduced Sam to the Bloodhound Gang, which is a band, if you don't know them. They're from very sort of that mid-90s kind of like skater rock kind of thing. It's not skater rock, it's more sort of... It's hard, it's in the same sort of category I put things like Linkin Park and things like that. It's slightly very sort of modern alternative rock.
Yeah, well, Linkin Park is far better in comparison.
The Bloodhound Gang, if you don't know, they specialise in songs that are essentially just innuendos, or sort of very sort of sexually explicit, shall we say. More so
Yeah.
than most bands. Like, they go out their way to be sexually explicit.
Yeah.
In kind of the way, you ever listen to Steel Panther?
No.
They're nothing like Steel Panther, but Steel Panther do the same thing where they basically talk about, like, hookers and strippers all the time.
Oh, God.
In many ways, Bloodhound Gang's worse, because in Steel Panther it's done ironically as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
They're meant to be like this sort of glam rock band that sleeps
Yeah.
lots of women. It's kind of like a joke. Bloodhound Gang, I don't know if it's that much of a joke. It certainly is meant to be funny, but I don't know whether it's a self-aware joke as much. They're deliberately going out to piss people off, Bloodhound Gang. And that's kind of the point. That's why I kind of love them.
Yes, I know.
What do you think of them, Sam?
I'm sorry, but I hate them.
They are amazing.
I hate them. Not because of the songs themselves necessarily. It's just the words. I hate them.
They're brilliant, man. Look, let me bring up a picture of these fine young men. Look at them. Don't they look like good, honest boys to you?
No.
How can you not love songs such as called "You're Pretty When I'm Drunk"? Other one, where is it?
Oh my
Kiss Me
God.
Where It Smells Funny.
Oh. See, that's not on.
Where's another great song?
That is not on.
Diarrhea Runs in the Family. Another classic tune of theirs.
Oh.
What's another great song? They've got so many great songs. Yummy Down on This. We listened to that. That was a good song. Yummy Down on This.
I don't like the words for the songs.
What
I
else
don't like them.
That cough came with a prize. I don't even actually know what that innuendo means. I don't fully understand.
That cough came with a prize.
I assume it involves cum in some capacity.
Yes, I think probably does.
What other great ones have they got? Lap dances are so much better when the stripper is crying. That was a good song. Nice little chill out, relaxing song. Slow.
I'm not saying that the music itself is great anyway, but it's not the songs necessarily that I criticise. It's the words.
They're deliberately trying to get a rise out of you, Sam.
Oh, I know.
Don't rise to it. Don't write them an angry letter.
I'm not going to do that.
Have you seen them in interviews?
No.
In interviews, they're so fucking funny. They're like, there's like, there are reports like, do you think it's appropriate for young children to shit like this? And like, they just don't give a shit. It's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, well, I kind of got that feeling from, listening to some of the songs and that anyway.
I fucking love that guy. Anyway, that's our brief review. Let's keep it brief today.
Alright, okay.
We only did one song. We talked a bit about the greatest band that's ever lived.
The greatest band.
The greatest!
Queen are the greatest band.
No.
They are.
We got the Bloodhound Gang. Queen couldn't even hold a light to these guys.
I love Queen. they're the best.
So yeah, keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, goodbye!